Hi, my name is Harriet Marie Youngblood, and I'm showing you a police report of that which was written for me, Harriet Marie Youngblood. As you can see, they left off my middle name, so everybody that's named Harriet Youngblood could possibly claim this to be theirs if they wanted to screw the public out of the truth about who owns the property that was stolen. Okay, as you can see, the police report is numbered with the letters JA-517544. I was robbed when I was seated in McDonald's in Chicago, Illinois. On Chicago Avenue and State Street, there's a McDonald's restaurant, and I was seated inside the restaurant when a black man showed up claiming he was the restaurant security, and that he claimed that there was prostitution going on in McDonald's. They heard he was directing it to a young lady named Big Mama that was sitting across the table from me, and before she was able to finish answering him about if he was wanting to know if she was one of what was accused of being a prostitute or engaged in prostitution, that was something that moved me to ask the man, are you directing that question to me too? You want to see my ID? He wanted to see her ID, so I asked him, did he want to see my ID? Because she was sitting at the same table with me. We were talking. And so I asked him, I said, you want to see my ID too? Because I'm like, ain't nobody up in here at McDonald's, not us, engaged in prostitution. So I didn't think of right away how he could have been a phony, but other persons knew he was a phony, but they didn't help stop him from robbing me. I gave him my ID to look at, but my ID was in my wallet. I didn't take it out of my wallet. So when he claimed he was also a cop, before Big Mama or I was able to acknowledge that I gave my ID to him, he had mentioned that he was a cop. So naturally, you know, I'm assuming everything was going legit. He was a crook, and I didn't take my wallet. My ID out of my wallet. I gave him the whole wallet, which had my ID in it, so he could look at it because I had it open. And so he looked at it, he grabbed it, unzipped my wallet part that had the money in it, saw I had money in it, then he ran out the McDonald's door, down the street, took the money, dropped the wallet. Thanks be to God, I got my wallet and my IDs and things with my credit card, bank card, my Target credit card, bank card with the Visa logo on it and stuff, that which I need to get my monies from before I can have, other things to do throughout the week, and before I get to take care of other stuff, which is in need of cash monies and not the bank card. At certain places, they don't take the bank card, they take cash. So naturally, I had a certain amount of monies in my wallet, and I believe I counted like $34 before that incident happened. God Almighty had given me understanding something could happen, that I might be robbed. And I'm like, whoa, that's deep revelation. If I might be robbed, I'm like, Lord, I won't be robbed of all my money. So I didn't withdraw any more monies out the bank like I started to do that day. I avoided going to the bank ATM machine to get more monies, or to go to the bank teller to get more monies out my account. And guess what? God allowed that robbery to manifest while I was in McDonald's. People saw me spend my monies, and they were hateful of me having my own life and my own monies. Isn't that a shame? People are jealous of me because I honestly will spend my own monies on honest piece of food. At least I'm expecting it to be honest, clean, decent piece of food, and not some drug activity or some prostitution activity. You know, it's amazing how people are so hateful, and they assume you are part of the bad lifestyle of pimping and prostituting and drug wheeling and dealing and selling and all that stuff, of theft goods. And you know, it's ridiculous how some people will mark you no matter what when they want the police to be deterred from a case, a high profile case of murder, especially even in the church, that which I am a part of, knowing about. And it's not just about the O'Hare incident where I was buying my food, and there's drugs in the food at McDonald's and drugs in the food at the popcorn shop in McDonald's, and in more than one location of the bus shuttle center. It's amazing how people wanted to get me out the way. And this time around, thanks be to God, he did not attack me. The robber did not attack me. He just snatched my wallet. He accepted handing him the wallet to see my ID, and he took it upon himself the liberty to run out of McDonald's with it. And he escaped with the $34, I believe it was total $34 cash in the zipper pocket. He didn't take the change or the other dollar bills that I had in other pockets of the wallet. Thanks be to God, at least I had, something left of some monies in the wallet. But in the zipper part of the wallet, he ran off with about $34 cash. That's a shame that he would be about it. But God, knows God is in control of all things and helping people to be about good or bad actions. That's just how it goes. Some things are not to be, but some things have to be manifested in order for the other parts of the blessings or curses that God allowed to be in place in our society, because that's how it was in the beginning. We were taught that if this hadn't happened, then that other thing wouldn't have happened. It's a ricocheted effect, sort of, in a way, or trickling down effect, so to speak. The result of one action to another, left foot, right foot, left foot. You can't go any further without the movement of God Almighty. Power, authority manifests of itself also. So it could do not against itself, but God Almighty knows why. That is it. Anyhow, I just want to share with you all, the public people of Facebook, Google, and YouTube. I'm going to upload this eventually so you can get an understanding of what a police report looks like. Share with your children and educate your children how the Chicago public can benefit from knowing what a police report looks like if you never had one. What could be on your police report? Your first name and your last name. They may not put your middle name there. So remember, sometimes some people don't get to be notified of their lost properties or stolen properties because of the full name is not on the report also. But because they have your state ID, it is in the police report. At least it's supposed to be in the state files, city files, when the investigators are getting their report and doing a follow-up, rather, on the police reports that are made for the victims of crime. Okay? Now, my name is Harriet Marie Youngblood. I hope that you are enjoying this video. I'm currently right now in the O'Hare area, so if you heard feedback in the background, that's because they're on the intercom talking about the air flights and things like that for travelers who are flying out of the O'Hare area. I'm right next to the Customs Department, as you can see in one of the photographs that I made available to the public. I'm sitting right outside the U.S. Customs Department. I'm going to take another picture and videotape myself next to the U.S. Customs Department for your enjoyment. And let me see if I could do this without messing up.